And that's what I was just getting ready to say. We get ready to. I'm a TikTok Dave. I love dancing. I just don't think
like a steel cage pen. AEW chants echo in the room. WWE's drama, the big pay-per-view. Boom. Wrestle talking, never stopping. Ring rope squeak, bodies dropping. Wrestle talking, feel the vibe. Smackdown suplex, keep it.
he thinks he's here. Okay? Everybody else is down here. CM Punk's up here. Oh, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest.
Wrestler of the Year, Will Ospreay. Most Outstanding Wrestler, Will Ospreay. Tag Team of the Year, FTR. Best on the
Stuff
Internet.
because I was fucking blowing me out and I'd be on the floor.
Like Pat McAfee almost did during that segment. He even said it.
During that
That
segment.
he almost tore his ACL.
That's right. So I was almost right.
He was
We got a
almost-
half a point coming.
Gigi Dolan gave her a low blow and then said something on Twitter of, I made your roast beef. Something.
Back on Instagram. So the women want their hoo-hoo called roast beef now. Is that the deal? Come on, you gotta put.
Night, Tobu. Welcome everyone to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops, episode 4.
Did I unmute? Yes, I did.
545. We're episode 5.
5. Yes, it's episode 5.
Great.
So hey, check this camera out. Huh? It's rather nice.
Yes, everyone tell Pops how much you can see his wrinkles and all that stuff with his new high quality camera.
But, yeah, so we're getting it started up. Started off.
We're getting right into it with last week's Dynamite. This is why I kind of hate that we do the stream on Wednesdays, but it is fine, you know. It's cool. Kenny Omega defeated Rocky Romero. Ace Austin went up against Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley won. Talk about those first 2 matches. How did we feel about that? Did we like it? Did we hate it?
Enjoyed it. I mean, you know, they were good. What I remember of them and this and that. I mean, every week Dynamite gives you a show that's just like, it's pay-per-view-ish. You know? That opening out, that bout went, it was good, you know? And, you know, I didn't expect it to, I expected it to go the way it did. And then, of course, the Mox match, I expected that to go the way it is.
So a lot of people are saying that, like, why even have the quote-unquote eliminator match? But I understand why they have the eliminator match and why Mox wins the eliminator match at that point, because you're not going to have the guy win, you know, whoever is going up against him. You're not going to have them win, and then the next time that they go against you, they lose right away.
Right, true.
So, I do like the eliminator matches. It gives you a chance to, you know, hey, maybe, because Tony Khan could surprise us all. Tony Khan could one day just turn around and be like, yeah, you're going to win this match.
Right.
Usually people lose the eliminator, you're going to win it.
There you go.
So, always the element of surprise. Speaking of the element of surprise, we got Mark Briscoe defeating El Clone to retain the championship. Let me just start off. Terrific match. Honestly, if El Clone would have walked out with the title, I wouldn't have been mad.
No, me either. I mean, but it was. I mean, it was a good match.
And I see a lot of people bitching in the internet wrestling community about El Clone not selling the Jay Driller and just instantly popping up. They do it in WWE and they all
definitely
fucking,
for sure.
they do it in WWE and the same people that bitch about it because it's AEW, their jaws dropping. Oh my god, he's so good. Oh my god, he's the best. No, you're stupid. After the match, though, that's what we really want to talk about here. After the match, Mark Briscoe starts cutting a promo, saying he loves the open challenge part for the TNT Championship. Lights go black. Big heart pops up on the screen. The Psycho Killer Tommaso Ciampa debuted in AEW. We said it last week in the podcast.
I was really shocked. Yeah.
We said it last week. I wanted him to go to a New Japan run or do something, not go straight to AEW. But God, I'm glad he went straight to AEW.
Right. They're using them just right properly.
No time wasted.
We'll talk about it again.
We will. We'll talk about it when we get down to Collision.
Okay.
AEW Women's Championship match. Chris Statlander defeated Tekla. Yeah, I'd rather the blackout, not blackout, the lights out matches, the unsanctioned lights out matches. I like those better. Welcome in, Bazooka Joe. I did not say welcome in, but welcome in, sir. Next up, we got FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler defeating Davis and Doyle. Unfortunately, the Mr. Jake Doyle, or Jake something, tore his pectoral muscle during this match. So he will be out. Unfortunately, that sucks to hear. Jake something is, as everyone knows him, he looked like he was going to be on a tear, but he ended up doing a tear straight to his pec.
That kind of sucks.
Did you get that joke? That was funny, right?
Yeah. It was kind of funny. It was funny.
Thanks for not laughing at all. Let's see. And in the main event, we seen Andrade go up against Swerve Strickland.
Now, to me,
Was it Swerve? No, it was. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I believe it was Swerve Strickland.
Hold on. Yeah, it was Swerve Strickland. Because this week, okay. Swerve Strickland versus Andrade. Fucking hell of a match. Amazing match. I loved every minute of it.
I was stunned by the outcome.
Why?
Stunned by the outcome.
Why were you stunned?
Because I didn't think they were going to give it to Andrade.
Why?
Because
they're striking while the iron's hot.
True. But I think that I just personally looked at it as Swerve. I thought Swerve was going to get the win. That's why I was surprised. It was a good thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're using Andrade either way. We should use Andrade and everything like that. Right? So.
I want to pull this.
I was just shocked by it. I don't get shocked by many things anymore because some things are so predictable that
Predictable isn't always bad though.
Right. But that's what I went into. Swerve's going to win it. But then watching the match and then Andrade winning, it just made me shocked.
Yes.
It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yes. All right, going. We always forget this. Give TNA or give AEW Dynamite a rating 1 out of 10 for this week.
I'm gonna say 9.
9 as well. 9.
I'm right there.
Almost perfect show, per usual. There's no other.
Right. There's no real hiccups, but I don't like to give away tens. You know what I'm saying?
I do. If
'Cause-
they deserve it, they deserve it. If they don't, they
well,
don't.
yeah, but you're just I would say 9.5, whatever. Blah blah blah.
This is what I want. All right, now going on to TNA. We've seen Nick Nemeth defeat BDE. Brandon does everything. I had to explain to Pops who BDE was. He did
Yes,
not
you did.
know him. But
Well, yeah, and you explained to me he was a YouTube superstar or something. And when I hear YouTube superstar, all I could think of is Logan,
Stupid.
and how hopefully he hits a tree.
Well, next. Then we had Channing
I don't like
Stacks
Logan.
Lorenzo defeating the hometown man. Can I tell you? Can I be honest here? I'm over the hometown man gimmick. It's really stupid. It's not stopping anytime soon because he just got a new hat that you can purchase at TNAWrestling.com.
All right.
Elijah defeated Jason Hotch. Elena Black made her TNA re-debut, defeating Ruthie J, which we seen Ruthie J get attacked or something. No, it was a totally different person. I don't know. TNA's all over the fucking place. Elijah is teaming with some girl in the back because she was talking and got attacked by someone. I don't know. It was okay, but the main thing I watched for was the Feast or Fired results, which everyone thought that we were getting rid of Eric Young finally.
Yeah, well, not finally, because I love Eric.
I love Eric Young. But it
Ever since, the Canadians.
Started off with Trey Miguel. He made a little joke. He said, hopefully I don't get fired twice in 1 month. He's got a TNA International Championship shot. Eddie Edwards has a World Championship shot, leaving Eric Young and Steve Macklin. Eric Young pulled the X Division shot, and they fired Mr. Steve Macklin.
That's okay.
Sure.
He can go hang out with his wife.
I would like to see him go and hang out with his wife. I would love to see Steve Macklin on Ring of Honor or AEW. Cool.
I mean, I was shocked by. Yeah, I was shocked that it wasn't Eric Young. Well, you knew it wasn't going to be Trey. That would have been funny if they would have done Eddie Edwards. That would have been hilarious. But
yeah, Eric Young is going to retire in TNA. I agree.
Definitely for sure. Yeah, because he's awesome.
And
I love him.
Last match of the night was Rich Swann defeating AJ Francis.
I didn't realize how much I really like Rick Swann.
Good thing his name is Rich Swann, not Rick.
That's what I said. Did I not say Rich?
You said Rick Swann.
Ricky Swan, Bobby Swan, Ted Swan, whatever the fuck his name is.
Rich.
Richie Rich Swan. Yeah, it was good, man.
Give it a 1 out of 10. I'm giving it a 4.
See, now I'm giving it a 7.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
I love TNA on my TV. It's the only reason.
No, exactly. I'm giving it a 7 basically for that because Thursday nights used to be spent, watching nothing, watching some stupid show.
Oh, yeah.
And
well, on Thursday nights, if you have IWTV, you could be watching Wrestling Open live every Thursday forever.
Right, and it's on 7 o'clock, and it's off by 8 or 9.
No, it's on at 8 o'clock, and it's over by 10, just like TNA. even though TNA starts at 9.
I
for some
mean,
reason.
okay,
And
yes,
that's why
but
I
I'm
don't
just
like it. I don't like it because
after
it
that
starts at 9
TNA
o'clock.
because I used to have to try to get right. See, I like the 9 o'clock start.
I don't.
I like it.
Too late. I like to be in
Let's
bed
go.
by
Caleb.
11.
Okay.
But all right, so your rating was what, a 7?
Yeah, I give it a
Little
7.
steep. A little steep.
So it was a little high, but I don't like to give 10s, and I don't like to go too low.
Little steep.
I think it was better than a 4.
Nah, 4.5, 5. But moving on to SmackDown, we got the starting it off with the WWE United States Championship Open Challenge. Carmelo Hayes defeating a challenging Rey Fenix to retain the title.
Good match to open. That was
Great
a good match.
No, great match all around, completely. Then we had Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair defeating Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Of course, why not? And then where WWE fucked up completely, we had Axiom coming out, and they leaked the first showing. They accidentally leaked that Braun Breaker was going to be first in the Royal Rumble. But then
I think that might have been intentional.
it wasn't.
If you go on,
No, it wasn't intentional. It was 100%.
if you go to the next
fuck up.
night,
Yeah, and you go to the next night, and Triple H is sitting in the back going, I fucked up.
no, they in
Elliot
that
gets
like
fired
pre-show.
for it. Either way.
There you go. Let's go.
Because
Fire. He's out of
shout
here.
out WWE Unreal. That show is showing how much of a dickhead some people are. But Axiom defeating Johnny Gargano. Love to see it. Candice LeRae couldn't be at ringside because she was
Banned.
she was banned from ringside or something. It's because she's a woman. And they're in Saudi Arabia.
I don't.
But Ilya Dragunov defeats The Miz, and then again, every week, at least once, there has to be a show that ends in a no contest. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso versus The Vision ends in a no contest.
Surprise.
Surprise, surprise. The Vision not having an ending to a match. And I completely agree. Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling would go so unbelievably good on that roster. Put him and Ciampa together again. They're running that tag team division. They're taking out FTR on the second night they're there.
I wouldn't go that
I
fast.
don't want to say
but-
first.
No, the first night they'll beat what should we get? Our boys.
Yeah, my boys. Alec Price and Jordan Oliver.
Yeah.
My friends.
Dirty monkeys. Whatever.
Busted in the brain. That's nothing
Busted
near
in the brain.
what you just said. All right. Give SmackDown a rating.
I'm gonna go 8.
What is
No,
up with the-
no, I'm taking it back. I'm going 5. I'm going 5.
I'm going 6. Give it a 6.
I'm going 5.
Just
going 5.
Physically, I'm giving it a 6 just for the Carmelo Hayes Rey Fenix match.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I like that match. I like the Gargano match. I know I say his name wrong. Good match,
Not good at
but
that.
yeah.
All right, now moving on to the Royal Rumble presented in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where we did our predictions. Match number 1, starting off with the women's 30-woman battle royale. I chose Bayley to win. You chose Rhea Ripley. Guess what? We're both stupid. Neither of them.
Yeah, we didn't get it. I did get a bonus point.
Hold on, we're getting there. We also did who's going to be the runner-up in the women's. I said runner-up would be Rhea Ripley. Completely wrong, because she was out well before the Final Four. You said the runner-up would be Liv Morgan. She won.
Because she won it.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
She wasn't the runner-up.
She almost was.
We said surprise entrance for the women's Royal Rumble would be Blake Monroe and Michelle McCool. Neither of those women came out.
No.
The surprises we had in the match was Brie Bella. That was cool. I see there's a couple people saying that why did Brie and
Exactly.
Nikki
Liv was the
eliminate?
runner-up. That's why I went with Liv as the runner-up. Because she's always been the runner-up, and then boom.
We should have chose her to win.
Well,
But the Bella
I
Twins.
thought they were
Okay, so hold on. Ready? The Bella Twins eliminated Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, meaning we're getting a tag team run for the Nikki and Brie Bella. Why
Oh
would
yeah,
they
especially after.
Why would they not eliminate the women's tag champions? Don't know. But who knows? Kairi Sane was eliminated by Io Sky. I'm just looking at some things. Asuka was eliminated by her tag team partner, Kairi Sane.
Right, and then she paid for it after.
But the final four was Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Sol Ruca, and Raquel Rodriguez. Very excited for Sol Ruca. Very glad that she got in the final four. It was awesome. The runner-up was... the exact runner-up was Tiffany Stratton. Last to be eliminated. It was a good match. It went longer than the men's did, which is crazy.
Right, the men's had a little bit more.
The men's was more surprising, and we will get to that when it is time. But yes, Bazooka Joe, I completely agree. Where was Lita? Where was Trish? Kelly? Where was AJ Lee? Where was Blake Monroe? Where was the list can go on. There was no surprises other than Brie Bella.
Other than Brie Bella,
and it was at number 29. I gotta wait the whole entire Rumble for half a surprise and go, oh hey, that's a surprise.
Okay.
That's a surprise right there. If I didn't see it on Twitter 4 days ago, oh, that was cool. Quite literally what I said to Dan and Pops. Match number 2, AJ Styles versus Gunther. Big Gunth, the career killer, by TKO. Didn't knock him out, but
no, he didn't. He didn't tap.
He didn't tap. He
didn't give up. And I like that ending where he woke up and he was like, what happened?
He woke up and was asking, well, before we get into that, me and Pops both went AJ Styles for 4 points, and we did not obviously win. But I originally had Gunther winning.
Right.
And Pops was like, oh, I got AJ Styles. And I didn't want to do the same as... I wanted to be different than Pops, and I was like, oh, what if he wins? Yeah, whatever. I should have stayed with my gut. AJ Styles, at the end, was asking the referee, I didn't tap. Why? What do you mean? Gets up, and he's taking off his gloves, and I started getting a little emotional, started getting a little sad. And he put them motherfuckers right back on. He said, nope, I'm not done. He should have just got out of the ring at that point, because then he went to every single turnbuckle, did the whole... Yeah.
Well, because the Bullet Club's coming back.
It's not coming back. It's dead.
Dead.
Bullet Club is dead. This is not Bullet Club. He was putting his P1 AJ Styles on his gloves. That was it. Bullet Club is dead. It's not coming back.
He did this.
No, at the end. Okay, after 10 minutes of going, look at P1 AJ Styles.
Yeah,
and then he goes, I'm leaving. Did like a little, Yep.
I,
See ya.
and I hate Gunther also,
I
but
love.
that's why when we get to later on, to kind of talk about,
Raw.
well, I don't know so
I
much if Raw, because
got
Raw is what changed some things for me. Go ahead.
Next up, we got.
I will say this. Can I say this real quick?
Yeah, well, you should have
This
said it before you were.
AJ Styles and Gunther was my match of the week.
It was not mine.
Well, I'm just gonna let it out there.
Do you want to explain why it was your match of the week, or are you just gonna?
I will sure go with that. Gunther and AJ at the Royal Rumble was my match of the week. I think a match of the night. It was a match of the night. I mean, AJ being retired by the career killer was a shock for sure, but the match was awesome. Back and forth, AJ passing out and not tapping was a great ending.
Hello,
AJ after the match not placing the gloves in the ring, kind of like saying it ain't over for him just with the WWE. Thanks, AJ, because that's what made it my match of the week. I mean, there were some other great matches, don't get me wrong, but, you know.
That's a good one. Bazooka Joe says 80% of this WWE career of Gunther he's been champion. He's boring on the mic. His mic style sucks, and I just don't like how he's getting Randy's old gimmick. I agree. He is taking that legend killer style gimmick, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking it. Yes, Korean said. Just he agrees with Pops clearly because I agree too. It's not that he's giving up. He's not retiring. That's why he put his gloves back on. He's more than likely going to WWE or TNA. But
And I was just gonna say that
would shit a brick
tomorrow night.
I would shit a literal brick if I hear AJ Styles music on AEW. Mr. Oh, the Bullet Club, Bullet Club, Bullet Club. That's where he does it, is in AEW. He doesn't do it in TNA. Ain't no Bullet Club members in TNA. Bullet Club is all in AEW, pal. And it's dead.
Not the originals. The originals are in MLW, I think it is. I can't remember where.
Yeah, no, TNA.
Carl Anderson and what's his name?
But I don't know. I just see it as they would turn around. I feel like if AJ came to AEW, you would see Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows come right back to AEW, and they'd be let back in with a silver platter. Here you go. That's a trios champion right there. I would love to see him go back to New Japan. I love watching AJ Styles be a professional wrestler and not a sports entertainer.
New Japan would be awesome.
New Japan would be great.
Anyway, we got it. I know I have not seen the last of AJ Styles on the TV.
Moving on from that, we got Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has never lost in Saudi Arabia, but he's never beaten Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre defeated Sami Zayn, giving him his first loss in Saudi Arabia, retaining that undisputed WWE Championship, and I gotta say, thank God. And I'll say it, I did not want to see Sami Zayn winning in Saudi Arabia, because then it immediately puts that big ol' asterisk on his championship win. Not only did they have to go to another country for him to win, but they only did it to make a certain fan base happy. And that would have been the asterisk on his career win. Let him win it in fucking, I don't know, Connecticut. Let him win it somewhere else. Where there's, let him win it in Boston, Chicago, one of the big cities, but still not out of the U.S. Or have him win it in Canada.
In Canada, I was going to say in like his hometown. Because they seem to like to have him lose there too.
Exactly. But I love seeing that he's like, I don't know. I love seeing Sami Zayn lose. No, I don't. But I like that Drew McIntyre won. Because like I said, there would be a big asterisk on his career win. That's the biggest moment of his career. You know?
Huh?
Great match.
Oh, I
You went Sami
I
Zayn
got
for
more to
3.
say.
I went Drew McIntyre for 3. I won up by 3.
I suck. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't like underdogs anymore. They're taking that, and Sami Zayn has been put on the underdog story for so long that nobody can look at him differently now. He is the underdog. There's no longer he's just the underdog, and after he wins, they're not gonna know what to do with him because he can't be the underdog anymore with the world championship. So, it's crazy. I don't know. It's just how I feel. Men's Royal Rumble. Killed it. Let me read this out. Korea Mercenary says, Sami Zayn versus Drew, for me specifically, I feel like Drew's character is too good to make a transitional champion, but I don't think that this is the end of the road in that specific realm of being a world champion for Sami. Either, no, I don't know if you will end up getting a little champion at some point in his career, but I am not ruling it out because you can never say never, and I just don't think that this was the right time to make him champion or Drew a transitional champion for that matter. I completely agree. Let Drew take it into WrestleMania. Give him the WrestleMania main event that he deserves. I'm going to roll my eyes because I don't like Drew McIntyre. I'd rather see CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the 19th time. Shut up.
It'll be good.
We're getting
It'll be good. I know.
But yes, I agree. Don't let him be a transitional champion. And honestly,
I'm gonna let Drew stay with do whatever the hell he wants.
let him bring it in. Let him bring it into to WrestleMania. Let Sami win it at WrestleMania. Then we get 2 moments. We get the final payoff moment of Sami Zayn finally fucking winning. And it's not in a foreign country. It's in the United States. There's no reason to not push him.
Last motherfucking Vegas where he was homeless with what's his name? They did a whole member. What was his? No.
That's the only thing that I remember from Sami Zayn inside of.
Yeah, well, he was going. Remember, he was like homeless guy,
Yes,
and
he was homeless. He was conspiracy theorist. Yeah,
and he had the guy. He had this fucking guy with the hat, Corbin.
Yeah, and it sucked.
Yeah, the thing with Corbin. Yeah,
It was shit. It was bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they could do it better with Drew in Vegas.
Sure, I don't know.
He gets
Go
the
read your
3-7.
online things, whatever you're saying. The main event, men's Royal Rumble, that lasted significantly less than the women's, which was crazy to me. Charlotte Flair lasted longer than the men's Royal Rumble was. But
there you go.
Pops chose Roman Reigns to win. Congratulations. You got 1 point. I chose Jacob Fatu to win. Did not win.
No, he did not.
But I did call. We were talking in the group in the little Discord we were watching in, and number 27. I said this is right here. This is Jacob Fatu. And what happened? Jacob Fatu came out. Crazy. Eliminated by Roman Reigns. His cousin. But I said we asked who will start the Rumble. I said Obafemi, Jey Uso. I got 1 point because Obafemi did start it. Pop said Theory and Jacob Fatu. Neither of them started it. I said who's the runner. We asked who the runner-up would be. Jacob Fatu is who Pops went with. I went with Penta. Neither of them were anywhere close to being the runner-up. But that's okay. Great match.
Today, President Trump acknowledging his administration could use a quote softer touch when it comes to
yeah, yes. What pissed me off? Obviously. Give me 1 second. Before I get into what made me annoyed. What made me annoyed was some stuff, but I will say, let's talk first about who is the Masked Man. Masked Man stomped Braun Breaker on his way to the ring. People are saying it's fucking Jake Paul. People are saying it's Logan Paul. It's Austin Theory. It's Adam Pearce. It's Chris Jericho.
It's Adam Pearce. There you go. That's the man.
No.
I don't care. And when you find out it's Adam Pearce, what are you going to do?
Great. I will laugh. I will literally cry
And
laughing.
you will bow down and say,
no, I will not
Dad,
bow
you
down
were
to
right.
anyone. I will literally go, that was good. About time they
Good.
did something.
Pops knows what he's talking about.
No. A lot of people are saying it's Seth Rollins. A lot of people are saying it's Austin Theory, saying that Austin Theory is only in the vision to break it from the inside, and at WrestleMania it's going to be Austin Theory and Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker in the vision. Could be Grayson Waller because they took Austin Theory's tag partner. They took him. There's an open-ended.
There's so many different.
Another thing that
I
did
could go with Adam Pearce because I think that it would fit in for a better storyline.
Yeah.
Not that maybe Adam Pearce is going to.
Let him get back in the ring. I did like the fact that Obafemi wasn't made to look like. He was made to look like exactly how he was presented in NXT. He is the Giant. He was dominant. He was made to look like the next Brock Lesnar. This is where they should have switched things. Brock Lesnar should have been eliminated by Obafemi.
Right. And not in the middle of a bucket.
But Obafemi was eliminated by Brock Lesnar. Yes, the next thing we'll talk about is Jey Uso's entrance. I don't care how pissed off Jey Uso gets about his stupid y'all don't deserve my family. No, we don't deserve to be fucking treated like children. Your entrance should not be 10 minutes long to get into the ring, and then you get in the ring and go, roll it back.
Right.
And then have Roman do it too, and then boom, you got punched in the mouth because you deserved it.
Right. And who eliminated Brock? Wasn't it? It was Roman, wasn't it?
Brock was eliminated by Cody Rhodes and LA Knight during a Jey Uso entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Storyline right there. LA Knight eliminated during a Jey Uso entrance. But I will say the people that Obafemi, going back to him, Korean, I will read out what you said in a second, and we'll talk about that. But people Obafemi eliminated: Braun Breaker, Solo Sikoa, Rey Mysterio, Rusev, in a matter of 30 seconds.
Right.
Getting pinned by Hangman Adam Page doesn't sound too bad anymore, huh, pal?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
I mean,
Matt Cardona thrown over the. I get it.
Well, like I said to Dorn when we were watching it, they're trying to make him the next Brock Lesnar, and like you said, that would have been a good. Yeah, okay. He eliminates Brock, but not in the middle of a fucking
But
not in the middle of
what should have happened was what should have happened?
I'm over the yeet. I'm over the yeet, damn.
What should have happened was he goes and I said it when I was talking to you and Dan by ourselves, and my opinion has not changed. He either gets to the 13 eliminations or whatever it is Brock Lesnar had in one match.
Right.
The
record.
Either he breaks the record by eliminating Brock, or he's about to break the record, then Brock eliminates him. That sets up a storyline perfectly. But Obafemi did get eliminated by Brock Lesnar, so maybe that's going to be a little storyline, but we won't know until Monday. A lot of people we didn't want to see in this Rumble. Mr. Iguana, La Parka. These people could have been used. I don't want to say it like that because then I just sound like these people don't mean anything, but they really don't. They're Finn Balor could have been in it, and we could have had some extending storylines. Why did La Parka have to be in it? La Parka is not La Parka that has been, and I don't. That's my fuck you of the week. Why are we still doing La Parka? Let the man's name rest. It's not actually my fuck you of the week. But I'm just saying, it pissed me off, and I literally said to you guys, why is La Parka in this match? Why are we having people that are on our roster not in the match? Yeah, exactly. Push Finn for that title, man. Finn Balor is a joke now, again. Thankfully, he's turned and he's like attacking people, but instead of pushing a Finn Balor or getting, there were certain people that weren't in the match, and I understand why, and that's because of where they were. But again, stupid.
Yeah.
Having a standoff between El Grande Americano and the other El Grande Americano didn't need to happen. That was not a thing. Yes, thank you, Bazooka Joe. Most of WWE's people are in catering while we're getting Mr. Iguana and La Parka in the fucking match. Surprised they didn't bring out fucking, out of the 30 men, 15 of them, I'm surprised, weren't from AAA or, what's the other one? They own something else, right? AAA and something, TNA. I'm surprised there was not 17 TNA guys in here.
I don't think there was one.
There wasn't. Thank God, because again, we had to have Rusev in there for 4 seconds. He had to be eliminated right away.
Right, exactly.
Like, come on, man. He's a second elimination by Obafemi. But I digress. Guess who was a surprise entrant technically for the men's Rumble was Chad Gable. So there we go. I get an extra point right there. Pops won by Roman Reigns winning. Chris Jericho wasn't there. He's not coming to WWE. You know what he did 10 minutes after the Rumble was over? Tweeted out that he was in some Apple TV show. And said, go watch this, guys. It was great. It was a good rated out of 10.
The wall's down.
Yeah, so rated out of 10. Break the walls down is not a number.
Oh, rated out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I said, 310.
4.
I'll give it a 6. I give it a 6 because
I like my Rumble to be surprises and this and that.
That's what I'm saying, is the one surprise that I had that I didn't really know. I knew he was signing with WWE, but I didn't know he was going to be in the Royal Rumble, was Royce Keys, formerly known as Will Hobbs. Powerhouse Will Hobbs, and I hated the name at first. I did not like the fact that they were, oh, it's Royce Keys. But then I found out the meaning of it, and it touched my heart. Royce, the youngest son, or either his youngest or his oldest son, and Keys, the maiden name of his deceased mother. I watched and this is another thing, I watched a behind the scenes of him talking, and he was like, damn, this is like crazy that, this is where I am. This is crazy to think. He left AEW on great terms. He could get fired from WWE tomorrow, not do a 90-day contract, and come back straight to WWE. Or AEW, sorry. You know who can't do that? Ray Phoenix and Rusev. Two people who were buried by Triple H and WWE. So, with that being said, 6 is what I give the Royal Rumble. And I will say, thank God for AEW. Second of all, thank God, we don't have to go back to Saudi Arabia until WrestleMania 42 or 3. Because again, WWE has to stop going over there, or if they're gonna go over there, let the people who are gonna be.
Yeah, because you can't do anything.
Let the people who aren't gonna be used.
The fucking Saudis dictate everything that's gonna be happening.
What made me mad was, of course, there's obviously discourse online of the horny men that watch wrestling. Now they can't be wearing their skimpy tops. Why do all the women have to be? I get it with the women. Like, people are mad about that. I could care less if they show up in fucking hazmat suits. I don't watch wrestling to watch porn. I watch wrestling to watch wrestling. But what did anger me was, and Dan had brought this up, they had he goes, wow, they really did nothing to do for Rey Mysterio's, outfit.
Oh, that's my...
I don't care.
Go ahead.
I'm going to keep going. But they had him wear a shirt because he has a cross on his chest. I understand religion, whatever. But you're going to put a big-ass Royal Rumble blacked-out logo on his pants because he's got crosses on his pants. This is stupid. Stop. Just let Ray stay home. He's not doing anything. Hey, thanks for the raid, Clown Prince. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Prince,
Welcome in, guys.
Thank you very much.
You're coming into a very hostile segment currently because I'm yelling about Saudi Arabia. But shout out to Clown Prince.
Shout out. Welcome in, Prince. But yeah, but they are going downhill. You've been watching it. I've been watching it for 40 some odd years, and it's just, and this Saudi crap is just. Let me just quickly go over. I said the same thing in my fuck you of the week. It's the Saudi and the WWE. But what my problem here is, Sammy can put a little towel on his head. I've never seen Sammy with a little towel on his goddamn head over here in America. But he's allowed to put the towel on his head. We love him, this and that, and then
yeah, it's, you know what? We're just not going to talk about Saudi Arabia anymore.
Because it's like religion.
We don't got to go back until WrestleMania 43. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Clown, I hope your stream was great. Talking about AEW Collision. Darby Allin defeats Clark Connors. Clark Connors, a member of the former Bullet Club War Dogs.
Yeah.
Great match. It was cool. It was awesome. The Rascals go up against Crew. Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz defeat Leo Rush and Action Andretti. Great match. I love this match. I love the Rascals. There's no point where I don't smile at a Rascals match, a Rascals promo, anything. It's just they're genuinely good people, and they're fun people to watch. After that, they had a little promo in the back a little later on the night. They're going to be teaming up with Uncle Eddie in the parking lot brawl on Collision this Saturday.
This sucks.
But that was they did a little close up with Renee Paquette, and they said like this is who we want to like. We want to team with Uncle Eddie. That's who we want to team with, because Eddie was the veteran back in the day. That was when they were coming up, he was still on the road. He was doing road. He would talk to everybody. He would give his knowledge. Like, so again, it's just, I love seeing it. I love Eddie Kingston. I love the Rascals. I can't wait to watch that match. That is this weekend. Orange Cassidy and Toni Storm defeat Lady Gino Medina and Bird Monroe. Cool. Great match. This was basically a filler match just to get Marina Shafir and Wheeler Yuta involved. And we have a hair versus hair match in Australia. The loser has to shave, whoever gets pinned has to shave their head. So we're either getting a bald Wheeler Yuta, a bald Toni Storm, bald Orange Cassidy, bald Marina Shafir. Who knows? But I loved it. Again, someone's going to be
but the
bald,
hair match. Someone brought back. They brought back the fucking hair match. I mean, the other day we were talking about 2K and things they did. Yeah, the hair match. I haven't had a good hair match in fucking years.
Then we got the AEW debut of our Boston boy, Tommaso Ciampa. Dude, that song, his theme song was made within 48 hours, and that song fucking hits. That is and I will tell you right now, guess what my match of the week is? The AEW TNT Championship match, Tommaso Ciampa defeating Mark Briscoe to win the title. They went in.
See, I kind of figured out that's why I wanted to go with something different.
Right? That was fire. See, thank you, Bazooka Joe. That was fire. Let's see. They had the spot where he did where Mark Briscoe did the froggy bow through the table on the outside with like a minute left of the match. I was like, oh, it's just going to go to a time limit draw. So they're not going to let Ciampa win his first match. They're not going to let him lose it. It's going to be a draw. They're going to go round 2.
That's what I thought it was going to end up at. It was a draw.
Tommaso Ciampa, my wrestler of the week. Tommaso Ciampa and Mark Briscoe, my match of the week. Great. I was entertained. And again, professional wrestling at its finest. Always. Collision, Dynamite, a pay-per-view, it does not matter. We're getting high-quality professional wrestling every week from AEW. I'm sorry to say it. AEW blows WWE out of the water 10 out of 10 every single day. That's my rant. AEW International Championship match. Kazuchika Okada defeats Adam Priest to retain the championship. Now, I have a question for you. Did you see that Kazuchika Okada came out with a title bag? I didn't hear you talked and it was like silent. That was weird.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Well, do you know why?
I don't.
They didn't have the title. His bag got lost when in flight. So they literally had to just use a title with a bag on it and play it off as he didn't want anyone to see it, whatever. But
he
has the bag. Everything is okay. Great match, though.
Right.
Adam Priest.
I liked it. I thought it was okay. But now you've explained that. That's pretty explanatory.
And the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale, defeat the Sisters of Sin to retain the championships. Just to be attacked after the match by the Triangle of Madness and Megan Bain and Penelope Ford. That's another... I think we're going to get Anarchy in the Arena soon. We already got the women's blood and guts. I think we're getting the women's Anarchy in the Arena.
Yeah.
Who's going to join... You know who's going to join Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron? Is going to be Jamie Hayter and... her fucking name. Oh, why am I blanking?
Stoloroka. No,
Alex Windsor.
No,
It's gonna
what's
be
his
great.
name? What?
Yeah, Will Ospreay's wife,
Yeah.
as I've
Yeah.
told Pops, he had no idea.
Yeah, no, you keep telling me that. Every time you tell me, I keep forgetting.
Now we'll go on to our Indy Spotlight of the Week, where we
Okay,
talk...
now hold on. All right, I thought we were gonna rate. We're not
Yeah.
rating.
Oh, my bad. Rating on Collision is a 10 out of 10.
9.8. Told you I don't like to give. I loved Collision, and don't get me wrong, but 9.8. I'm gonna go with a 9.8.
Always. But we will get straight into our Indie Spotlight of the Week. This was a different little Indie Spotlight this week. This was GCW and JCW teaming up to go and help out Orange Crush and Little Oaks Center of Neurodevelopment. I'll read out the little description we have here. It says, a wrestling supercard benefiting the neurodivergent community, presented by GCW, JCW, and Little Oaks Center of for Neurodevelopment. The world of wrestling, art, and celebrity converge for the first ever superhero slam presented by Orange Crush, featuring stars such as Academy Award nominee Paul Walter Hauser, Matt Cardona, who wasn't there, Effie, Joey Janela, and so many more. The stars of the squared circle and the silver screen will band together to raise funds for Little Oaks. Little Oaks Center for Neurodevelopment is creating New York City's first comprehensive resource hub for neurodiverse children and their families, a place where families can access therapies, resources, and community support all under one roof. Come be a part of history. Wow, that was a lot to say. But, as you can see the little match card right there, I'm going to pull it up bigger for me on this screen so I can read it. We had, starting the night off, we had the kickoff was Nixie versus Jordan Blade versus Janai Kai versus Gabby Forza. First of all, what a fucking match. What a match.
Yeah.
That is great. Janai Kai and I know Janai Kai and Gabby Forza. I'm not as familiar with Nixie or Jordan Blade, but again, who cares? This was a benefit show, so I'm glad that I'm glad we and Pops got to watch it. Pretty much. I'm glad we got
I
to
was
watch
looking
it.
for something to watch. I was like, hey, I got nothing to watch. And I'm glad I didn't watch the Grammys because that was...
Pops had no idea about anything about this. Neither did I. I opened up my YouTube and I found it. And I went, oh, cool. Let's watch this. But the first match of the card, we had the Jersey Champion Cup preview. All these men are in the Jersey Championship Cup. They will be going head-to-head. Some of them, like Jordan Oliver and Alec Price, will be going versus each other in the first round. That's going to be a great match. But on one side, we had Jordan Oliver, Alec Price, Man Like DeReese, Ryan Clancy, and someone else. I don't remember who it was. Sorry to you. If it helps any, I know 3 people on the other side out of the 5, and it's KJ Orso, Charles Mason, and Griffin McCoy. Hell of a match. This was high-flying. This was fast-paced. It was everything you wanted it to be. None of these matches are in order, though. I will say that, because this is not how it went.
Yeah.
But the next match we've seen, the Cowboy Way, Manders and his tag partner, I do not remember his name, I'm very sorry, went up against Priest, Adam Priest, who was just on Collision, going up against Kazuchika Okada, teaming with TNA superstar Mance Warner. Awesome match. Awesome match.
Good match.
Anytime the one called Manders is on my screen, it's going to be a good match. Manders, first ever autograph I got from wrestling. first ever DM I got from professional wrestling because I said he looked like a dollar store Dax.
Don't go.
No,
Oh,
I said he
Dax
looks like
Hardwood.
a Dax Hardwood, and he was like, Dax is fucking cool ass dude. You know, I trained with him all. I was like, dude, why are you DMing me? What? That's crazy.
Right. It's crazy. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Matt Tremont versus LeBron Cazone. Great match. It was a very quick match. But I know you got a stack card. You gotta have some quick matches in there. This match right here, the six-man tag was not a six-man tag. It was a 5-man Lucha Libre
Scramble.
match.
Scramble type deal because
Holy
one
shit,
of the
dude.
one of the participants couldn't make it there because of weather. I think it was weather.
Yeah, I think it was. I think out of all of them, it was Latigo wasn't there. So Gringo Loco, Vengador,
That match was fucking amazing.
Commander
Man.
Ray Horace, and
You want to know Lucha
Murata.
Libre? Little mini
Gringo
guy.
Loco, one of the best in Lucha Libre. Skipping around here, Willow Nightingale versus Marisad. Marisad is the Forbidden Door. This woman wrestled in WWE. Now she's in TNA. She went up against a girl from AEW here in Willow Nightingale. Great match. I thought it was a great match. And then we've seen Effie versus Billy Starks for the JCW World Championship. Billy Starks came out on top, of course. Effie is not fine. Effie is far from fine. Effie, it's okay. Just a little joke. Paul Walter Hauser skipped the Grammys and fought in a lumberjack strap match, which I thought was fucking awesome.
That's fucking, yeah. I love that.
If you don't
Like I
know
had
what-
said. Right.
If you don't know what a lumberjack strap match, all the lumberjacks on the outside have straps. You fall to the ring, you're getting slapped. And they had almost the whole entire locker room out there. Muscle Milk Malcolm was out there. He was doing Waffle House orders or something. But say what you want to say.
Right.
Yeah, I like Price.
Oh no, we're getting to that point of the night where you're talking about. I thought that was the main event.
Yeah,
The last 3 matches were fucking all could have been main event anywhere.
all main event
The
material.
fucking surprises and all the shit that happened during each one of these matches coming up is just fucking incredible. It was crazy.
Co-main event, if you would call it that, the GCW World Champion Atticus Cogar defended his championship against Bear Bronson, and oh
That
my
would
God.
fucking say like I don't think Epi, all these people coming out and this and that and the
Effie.
spots going on, this and that.
Allie. We had
Allie.
Allie Catch, Gabby Forza, Otis Cogar,
Yeah.
Atticus's cousin. There was just people flying everywhere, coming in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. And I will say, Atticus.
I was just
Cogar
happy to. I was just happy to know that Pussy's back together.
Yeah, they're not though. Not really. But Atticus Cogar is one of the best
That they were friends.
in promos. This will be the only time I ever do this for the Indie Spotlight because this is one of the coolest fucking things I've ever seen. Then we'll talk about it and then we'll quickly run down Raw NXT and give a Dynamite rundown. We're already over an hour. But this is Atticus Cogar's entrance.
Choose your hunter.
Tony Khan, Triple H, Carlos Silva, Stanley.
Stanley is ready to hunt.
This is so cool. Shout out Duck Hunter.
Man. This is crazy.
I turned down because it does get loud.
I can't hear it. Though.
I know. crazy.
Atticus, the man on the microphone also, like we were talking when we were talking, he's so good.
And then we seen
He almost always cooked, right?
that was the co-main event. The main event was Genesis versus Speedball and Kevin Knight. Jet Speed. All around was a fucking crazy night. They did hold an auction for a bunch of stuff that, if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description. If you're listening to this on Spotify, I'm sorry about that last part because you couldn't see it. But switch over to YouTube for that little 30 seconds or something to see the visual. But it will be in the description where you can go to the auction, and if it's still live, you can get a lobster dinner with Joey Janela. That was one of the things you could have won.
That was one of the things.
Quick. We'll do it. We'll not really in depth, but we'll talk about Raw, and then we'll do real quick hits of. There was only like 2 interesting things that happened on NXT per usual. So, in 2.5
We still got to
hours,
get to the shout outs in this.
2.5 hours of wrestling show, we had 3 matches. Javon Evans defeats El Grande Americano again.
Good stuff.
Cool.
That's good.
Penta defeats Bronson Reed via countout. I thought was cool. And Stephanie Vaquer retained her championship against Raquel Rodriguez. That being said, the best part of the night was and it feels weird saying this, a Roman Reigns promo that wasn't via satellite. Roman Reigns was there. He called out, he was saying like he wanted to know who he wanted to fight. That went a little overboard because it was like a little too long. But Roman,
CM Punk coming out and
CM Punk coming out.
I want you.
CM Punk coming out and walking right past Roman to talk to Finn Balor.
Okay.
Nice touch.
Right.
But
It was
Roman's
pretty
promo
decent.
was probably the best that he's had in a couple years. Bringing up Punk's past with the whole podcast with Colt and all that. Cinema, honestly. Yeah, it did. The promo at the end of the show did save Raw. You took the words out of my mouth.
That's why I'm going to give it a 5 if he asks for it. I think it's 5 all on that promo alone because everything else I didn't.
That's because there was nothing. There was no there was nothing else that was fun about like Raw. Usually, like the Raw after the Rumble is supposed to be fun and entertaining, not 3 matches.
Supposed to get
So
a lot of talking.
a lot of talking, a lot of bullshit. But that promo saved a lot, and CM Punk shouldn't have said a lot of things he said to MJF and AEW because now that clip is resurfacing again where he says, "Go and main event a buy 1 get 4 free pay-per-view, and I'll still be here." Who's main event in the pay-per-view and talking about it? And he's talking about it in an interview saying, "Oh, it's okay that it's 2 nights. I main evented 1 night. That's fine. I main evented night 1. That's fine." No. Yeah, they buried the Viking.
They're all coming back around. I'm a huge, I'm not a huge Roman fan, and that I'm not a CM Punk fan. That much. You know what I'm saying?
You love CM Punk.
What?
Go finish what you're saying. We're on a time crunch.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, I'm just saying that, I did like this promo, and like I said,
It was a great promo. I can't wait to see the Zebros go at it in the main event of night 2. And that's the thing. I hope he gets his I hope he gets his night 2 pay-per-view. Can we stop fucking hearing about it? Oh, I made him in WrestleMania. Yeah, Seth Rollins did it 7 times or whatever the fuck. But continuing. Yeah, they did bury the Viking Raiders in the tag division. Yeah, they did. And it was
like Obafemi coming. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Obafemi, but they just killed. fucking
but
Baker.
don't bury the Viking Raiders. Have them. What happened to using local talent for shit like that?
Yeah, yeah. Bring somebody in. Yeah,
Bring in 2 TNA guys who nobody gives a shit about.
bring 5, 6 midgets in.
Don't say that.
Little
NXT North American Championship on NXT. Izzy Dame defeats the Hale and Lola Vice. Great. We already knew that was going to happen. I hate the speed matches. I hate the speed tournament. I hate everything about WWE speed. It should have stayed on Twitter. But Elio LaFleur defeats Charlie Dempsey. Again, another reason to let's bury another kid. Because you go from, having a good storyline to going straight into a speed championship. That's basically a participation award. The Elegance brand defeat Zaruka to retain their titles. I don't like what they're doing with Zaruka, and they're trying to break them up, and I don't like it. They could just bring them up to the main roster.
I said that.
And put them in the women's division, and it would fucking cure it, because it's currently in shambles. But why would we do something like that? Lexus King and Channing Lorenzo defeat Chase U, Kale Dixon, and Uriah Connors. Uriah Connors seems to have left Chase U. Hopefully he comes out next week and goes, hey, guess what? My name is actually Brogan Finley, and I'm related to Fit Finley and David Finley. Something new.
I think they're gonna put them in with the King guys.
Yeah, and then it's gonna suck ass because.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Lorenzo's dad, like that's the thing. He wants to talk about how our fathers, this and that. Channing Lorenzo, who is your father? You've never mentioned anything about being a second generation superstar. Lexus King didn't want to be a second generation superstar. He didn't want anything to do with his dad.
He didn't want nothing to do with his dad right now. All of a sudden,
shitty storyline, shitty booking. Come on, Sean, get your head out of your ass, buddy. And the main event. Say his name. He appears. Joe Hendry defeats Ricky Saints, Dion Lennox, Keanu Carver, Shiloh Hill, Jackson Drake, and Sean Legacy to win the vacated NXT Championship. I said last night to Dan, I said, hey, guess who won the championship? He said, who? I said, Joe Hendry. He goes, doesn't he work for TNA? I said, nope, not anymore. Not anymore.
match of the night. I mean, I loved it. I think they did some great camera work. They did awesome stuff and this and that. And like I said to you in the beginning of the match, it's going to be down between 2 people. It's going to be between Ricky and him, and that's how it went. And of course, Joe Hendry, congratulations, winning, and that's why you get a better score than Raw. You get barely 7.
4.
Okay.
5. Something small. Now this is the part we're gonna throw up the leaving screen, but that's just for me in editing. So we're gonna say bye now, and
peace, love, monkeys. We're out of here.
Good night, everybody. Sorry, I just had to do that so I know where to cut the YouTube video off. But we'll go into shoutouts and fuck you of the week. We did not do an AEW Dynamite rundown this week. It's okay.
And kind of pressed on time here because it's going to be starting in a minute.
Real quick, I'm going to be doing my shoutouts first. Shout out to Ava, recently leaving the WWE. I said, good luck on your future endeavors. Sorry I said you suck at acting. I said, but thank you for finally being able to speak your mind and saying fuck ICE and that entire administration and fuck Trump. She has recently deactivated her Twitter. I don't know if it was her or if it was Twitter in general, but it has been deactivated. My next shout out was to Jonathan Gresham, which is very big for me. I used to not like Jonathan Gresham at all, but I said this man had 2 strokes last year, and you never knew if he was going to be back in the wrestling ring, but this man has come and has been killing it. One of the most technical wrestlers in the game right now, and put on a goddamn classic with Lee Moriarty at that benefit show. So shout out to Jonathan Gresham. And the last one I have here isn't in the wrestling world. It's more of the skateboarding world. Shout out to Theory Skate Shop, Dan and Frank. They donned the cover of Business West this week. Because of these two, I've met some of the best people in my life that have kept me busy during my high school days and always kept me motivated to keep skateboarding. Thank you, Dan and Frank. Thank you, Theory Skate Shop. Thank you, skateboarding.
And it will be coming soon. Thomas put it on his list. He took the picture that I showed him.
Yeah,
And he said that he
told
will.
me that after stream.
Sorry. But anyways, it's in time for my shout outs. My fuck you, I already went in Saudi Arabia, the WWE. So you know my so my shout outs this week are to the Sandman, who will be retiring and having his last match in April for GCW. ECW legend and one of my favorites of all time. I mean, he's always going to be one of my favorites for all time. My second shout out goes to Liv Morgan, who won the Royal Rumble not too long ago. That's right. She returned, and congrats for finally winning the Rumble after a long run of trying. Well deserved. Well, and finally, my third shout out goes to Ciampa for first shocking the world, coming out of Dynamite and challenging Briscoe for the open challenge for the TNT Championship, and then stunning the wrestling world by defeating Mark and winning the TNT Championship. Congrats to him, and he deserves everything that comes his way in AEW. Now, we already went through our match of the week for me, and you already kind of went through your wrestler of the week. Now, here we go. I'm going to give you my wrestler of the week. Now, turn your headphones up. Really, you ready? Are you ready to hear this?
Time crunch.
Wrestler of the week, Gunther. That's right. He plain and simply has me hating him so much. He's like Dale Earnhardt in the racing world, because racing's on my TV right now. I always hated Dale so much, but I loved him at the same time. You know what I'm saying? He has got me to that point. Gunther has got me to that point that I hate him so much. But then when he comes out and he does a little smirky little, and he smiles and stuff, he's talented in this and that, and I hate him so much that I kind of love hating him. And the same thing. So career killer, he is, and I'm enjoying hating him so much. So that was my wrestler of the week.
All right. We're going to rate the Concept JT. Is it Johnny Torres?
Yeah.
Johnny Toro. Blitzkrieg Pro announcer, streamer, great guy, cool guy. Go over and give him a follow.
My
And
Facebook friend.
let him know we sent you. We will see you guys Saturday for RTPW. Good
That's
night,
right.
everybody. This time it's for real.
All right. Peace, love, monkeys. We're gone.
I'm going to play you guys some music so you can get those hashtags all saved up for you.